Hi guys, it's Justine, and today I'm going to be doing a how to grow your hair long, how I grew my hair long slash how to keep your hair healthy video. Just a disclaimer, I am by no means like a hair expert. These are just some things that I do every day. I have pretty long hair, like I don't know how well you can see, but like this is how long my hair is, and I just got it cut like a week ago. I didn't get a ton off the ends. I mostly got like my layers redone because if you can see now, I have like pretty short layers that I didn't have before. But I did grow my hair out pretty significantly. I cut my hair very short right before my junior year of high school. It was like literally to here. I will include photos of it here just so you can see how short my hair was. And now, so that was when I was 16 and now I'm 21. My hair was also bleach blonde at the time that I cut it, and I've bleached it and dyed it several times since then. In the past year alone, I've probably dyed my hair like on 6 different times. Like, I don't have necessarily the healthiest hair in the world, but there are a lot of things that I do to keep it healthy and to keep it growing. I thought I would share those things with you. The first thing I just want to stress is it takes a long time for hair to grow. I think I read somewhere that like your hair only grows like up to 6 inches a year, maybe less than that, but your hair does take a long time to grow. My hair took, like, I was 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, I'm almost 22, so my hair took 5 years to grow from here to where it is now, which is like maybe an inch above my belly button. So that's just the first thing that I want to say before I get into this. But considering how often I dye my hair and how much stress I put my hair through, and I already naturally have really dry hair, I think I'm doing pretty good for as far as like growing it out goes and as far as keeping it healthy goes. The first thing I want to start out with, I mentioned this in a past video, but I did get chewed out by my hairdresser when he was cutting my hair. One problem that I've been having is I get a lot of knots, like huge knots right here, like in my chin area. And the big reason for that is because I have a lot of breakage right there from using a brush while my hair is wet. And so you're not supposed to use a brush while your hair is wet. Instead, you need to use a wide tooth comb like this one, and just comb your hair when it's wet. I also have mentioned this in like a past favorites video, but I have a detangling brush. You can get these at Dollar Tree for $1. I think they're like $10 on Amazon. I love this. Supposedly you're supposed to be able to use this when your hair is wet, but I'm actually, after like talking to my hairstylist, I'm kind of terrified to use anything other than a wide tooth comb while my hair is wet, just because I really don't want to even like chance getting any breakage. So I use this when my hair is dry. I use this when my hair is wet. I literally do not use any other brush. I don't use any normal brushes. They're so bad for your hair. I have like a list right here that I'm looking down on. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking down at my list to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Another thing that I do, this is honestly, I think this is the biggest thing that has helped my hair grow long, and that is I only wash my hair 2 to 3 times a week. And that sounds really gross to some people. I cannot stress this enough. I honestly think that it is the healthiest thing to do for your hair. That doesn't mean I only shower 2 to 3 times a week. I still take a lot of showers, I take a lot of baths, but I'll just put my hair up in a bun, and I don't normally put shower caps on it. I'll just put it up in a bun and I won't get my hair wet, and I'll get like the rest of my body wet. But when you are washing your hair, you're washing out your hair's natural oils, you're depleting your hair of its natural oils. And so it's really important to give your hair just some days, a couple days throughout the week where you don't wash it. Your hair will get greasy, but it's so beneficial to your hair. And on those days that your hair is greasy, make sure you brush your hair. A lot of people, I've read a couple things online, and some people say like, oh, the more you brush your hair, like the faster it will grow because it's like massaging your scalp. Other people say that like the more you brush your hair, like you're gonna get more breakage. But as long as your hair is dry, on days that like you're not washing your hair, like just run the brush through your hair for like, you know, a couple times, because it's gonna help spread out the like oil and like grease and like healthy stuff to your ends, and it's really important to do that to keep your hair healthy. And like if your hair is really dry, you might have some breakage. So in that case, if you are in that situation, another huge tip that I have is using hair oil. One hair oil that I really love is this Organic Farm Cuticles Style Me Root to Ends hair oil. It's by Balanced Guru. I actually heard of Balanced Guru through Ipsy. I got this in my Ipsy Glam bag for a full-size bottle, and I want to say that a full-size bottle is 4 ounces, but I'm not entirely sure. But for a full-size bottle, actually this is only 0.5 ounces. A full-size bottle might only be 1 ounce. I honestly don't know, but I know a full-size bottle is $30, and I am not going to spend $30 on a hair oil. Instead, I just recently got this rose hip oil. I got it because the person who just recently cut my hair said to put this on my hair on days that I don't wash it, and they said that it will, like any kind of essential oil you can put on your hair on days you don't wash it, and they said that it'll make your hair smell good because it might, you know, might start to get a little odor because you're not washing it every day, and it's really good for your hair. It does make your hair kind of greasy, but like when you wash your hair with shampoo, it'll wash it right out. And this is literally the first time I used this, I immediately went back to this. I was like, this is exactly like this bottle, and this was only $10 on Amazon. I got rose hip oil assuming it would smell like roses though, because I wanted my hair to smell like roses. This doesn't smell like anything. So if you want like a scent-free oil, I suggest rose hip oil. But if you want something with like a scent to it to make your hair smell good on like days that you are skipping a wash, I would recommend a different scent. But this is, at least it doesn't smell bad. So I mean, I'm happy with this, and it literally $10 for this big tube. And like I said, I forget how big a full-size one of this is, but this is like 30 bucks. And it makes your hair feel the exact same way. It makes your hair feel so soft. It does give your hair like a greasy look to it, but it makes your hair feel so soft, and really like kind of focus it into the ends of your hair, unless of course your hair is layered like mine is now, and you're gonna kind of need to put it all over just to make sure you get all of your ends. But I highly recommend this. And this one is rose hip seed oil. I don't know if that's different than like normal rose hip oil. I'm really not like a huge oil expert. I just got it off Amazon because like my hairstylist recommended getting a product like this to put in your hair. But I love hair oils. I prefer hair oils over leave-in conditioners. I feel like leave-in conditioners make my hair like feel heavy, which is where I get into like one of my next products, which is leave-in hair conditioner. It's really good to use leave-in hair conditioner in your hair. This is Bedhead TGI Ego Boost Split End Mender Leave-in Conditioner. You can use it when your hair is dry or wet. I actually hate this stuff, to be quite honest, but I just picked up a random leave-in conditioner that was in my house. But this stuff makes my hair feel crunchy. Like even when I use it when it's dry, even when I use it when it's wet, like it gives it a crunchy feel until the conditioner dries. And then when I brush it, my hair feels soft, but I hate having that crunchy feel in my hair, and I hate having to wait for it to like dry completely until I can brush my hair out and like get rid of that feeling. So that's why I've only used like half of the bottle. Like I just put this back under my sink. It has really good reviews on Amazon, so don't take my word for it. Like you might love this stuff, but I hate this stuff, but it's the only leave-in conditioner that I could really show you for this video. But if you don't like hair oils and you don't like that greasy feeling on your hair, I suggest a leave-in hair conditioner to make your hair feel soft, and it will help prevent breakage. If your hair is soft, it will help your hair prevent breakage. And so it's really important to use some products in your hair to prevent it from breaking. Oh, and going back to not washing your hair every day, one thing that I do just so I don't have to like be constantly spraying like perfume and stuff in my hair is I have this Suave Kids Swirlberry Detangler Spray. I'm not entirely sure if detangler spray is even good for your hair, because honestly, like just from what I've learned about brushing your hair when it's wet, like it seems like it would like make your hair more prone to breakage. But I do think there is like a conditioning element to this. Like I don't know if this works to help detangle your hair, if it helps to make it healthier. But what I like this is for days when I don't wash my hair. If I spray it in my hair, it just gives it like a good scent. Like this smells so sweet. It smells like candy. This one's in swirlberry, and I don't know if you can hear that, but it's almost gone because I do use it a lot on days where I skip washing my hair. And then another thing is just always, every time you style your hair, use a hair protectant. I cannot stress that enough. I didn't use hair protectant for years, which is probably why my hair got like my hair was so damaged in high school. And one of the reasons it was so damaged in high school is because I would use Sun-In on my hair, and that stuff kills your hair. It completely dries out your hair. It says it's bleach free, but that's because it has ammonia in it, and the ammonia kills your hair. So like I said, I'm gonna post pictures of like how my hair looked in high school, and I ended up having to cut it this short because it was so damaged from using Sun-In so often. So do not use Sun-In on your hair. Like, avoid bleach and ammonia products as much as you can, which is advice that I need to take for myself because I do dye my hair a lot, and most of the products I use do have, you know, a little bit of ammonia in them. Anyways, my favorite product for using in my hair to protect it when I'm using heat on my hair is this Chi Silk Infusion. This stuff is not cheap. I think it's like $15 to $20 for this big bottle, and this is 6 fluid ounces. So I guess that's like an okay price, but to me that seems like so expensive for just like a hair protectant. But this is my favorite. Like I said, I prefer oil products for my hair. I think they help, like, I think oil products help more than any other hair product for your hair. It's what works best for me personally, and they're what I would personally advise everyone to use. They are going to give your hair like a greasy look to them. They're going to make your hair softer than any other product. They're going to protect your hair more than any other product. I also have these two sprays. This one I got from an Ipsy Glam bag. This one I bought because it's Chi, and I trust Chi, but this is not my favorite. Neither of these are my favorite because I do prefer the oil. And honestly, with these like sprays, I hate having to wait for them to dry. I don't like how I can't physically see where the product is in my hair. Like with the oil, I put it in my hair and I can see where the oil is, and I can see what part of my hair is being protected. With these, you spray them in, you let it dry, and then like I'm not sure if I missed a spot or not. So anyways, this is the Chi, and Chi is cationic hydration interlink, and this is the 44 Iron Guard thermal protection spray, and this one is the Garnier Fructis Style Sleek and Shine Sleek Primer Style Prep. I've barely used any of this. I got it in an Ipsy Glam bag. If you prefer sprays, then like that's better than nothing, but I'm telling you, the oil is going to protect your hair better than these will. Now, my last product, I haven't even used this yet. Like, if you saw my Ipsy Glam bag a few videos ago, I got this in my Ipsy Glam bag, and it's a deep conditioning treatment. This is Marc Anthony, right? Yeah, this is Marc Anthony True Professional Coconut Oil Deep Conditioning Treatment. But to be honest, the best thing that you can do to like condition your hair is use just put pure olive oil in it, put pure coconut oil in it, leave it like that for put maybe like a plastic wrap over your head, like a shower cap, and then put like a hot towel over that, and just leave it like that for like an hour before you go in the shower, and then shampoo and condition like normal. Actually, like I said, I'm not like a hairstylist. I can't tell you if that's the best thing to do, but for me personally, that's what I prefer to do, and it's also cheaper than buying like olive oil is cheaper than buying like a conditioning treatment from the store. I personally, I use olive oil on my hair so much to condition it that it's almost hard for me to cook with olive oil now, because I smell the olive oil when I go to cook, and it reminds me, it reminds me of the smell of my hair, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to use this in my food. But olive oil is really, really good for your hair. I've personally never used coconut oil just because olive oil is always easily in my kitchen, and I don't use coconut oil a whole lot for cooking and throughout my everyday life. But I usually try to deep condition my hair at least once a month, maybe every 2 weeks. But yeah, so that's just another thing that I do to keep my hair healthy and keep it growing. Another thing that I do that you need to talk to your doctor before you do is I take prenatal vitamins and I take fish oil vitamins, and both of these are supposed to help your hair grow. My doctor knows that I take both of these. You really need to talk to your doctor before you take them, just to make sure that you are healthy enough to take them, to make sure that you're not getting toxicity or anything from either of these. And you need to talk to your doctor before, if you decide you want to take either of these. They do help, in my opinion, they do help your hair grow a lot. I actually stopped taking them for several months just because I kind of got lazy, but I've been back on track and taking them again. But even if you're uncomfortable taking a prenatal vitamin or taking two types of pills, especially because like these are not small pills. Like these are big ass pills. You could like even just taking like a multivitamin, like this is how big they are. Like here's it in comparison with my pinky. It's like half the size of my pinky. Just taking like an everyday like multivitamin is going to help your hair grow. It's going to help your body get like nutrition it needs, and even eating healthy. Like if you eat healthier, your hair is going to grow in response to that. But like if you're like me and you're not a healthy eater, then you know vitamins are the way to go. But like I said, if you want to take like a prenatal vitamin or a fish oil vitamin, you should talk to your doctor before, just to make sure that like you're not getting that sort of toxicity or health problems or anything of that sort. So during my sophomore year at college, I took anatomy and physiology, and one thing that we learned while studying like your skin is about like the hair follicles. And we learned that when you go and get your hair cut, one of the reasons that your hair grows fast after you get your hair cut is because they're massaging your hair like this when they wash it. And when they do that, it's stimulating your root, it's stimulating your hair follicle, it's lifting the hair off of your root, and in turn it's like helping your hair grow faster. And so when you are in the shower and you are shampooing your hair, make sure you really get your fingers in there and you are massaging your head while you're shampooing, and it will just help stimulate the hair follicle, lift the hair up off the root, and help it grow faster. And that same thing with braiding it. If you braid your hair, it's going to, you know, give it enough tug on your hair without actually pulling it out to lift it up off the root, and it's going to help it grow. And it's also like it's healthy for your hair to keep it in braids, especially if you're sleeping. I like to braid my hair when I'm sleeping, just so that when I'm moving around in my sleep, my hair isn't getting in big knots, and then I don't have to like brush out big tangles, and which causes my hair to break. And so that's just another thing you can do to help your hair just grow a little bit faster. Another tip that I have for you, and honestly I'm not even quite sure if this tip works, but I read it on the internet, and it is to switch up your shampoo and conditioner brands. So lately I have been using this Tresemme Expert Selection Platinum Strengthening conditioner and shampoo with renewing complex. Before this I was using like OGX Organics coconut shampoo and conditioner, and I just like to switch up my brands. Sometimes I won't necessarily switch up the brand, but I'll switch up the scent or the type or the like style of shampoo and conditioner within the same brand. The reason for this is when you're using the same shampoo and conditioner time and time again, you're going to get buildup of certain chemicals and certain products used within the shampoo and conditioner on your hair, on your scalp, and it can weigh your hair down. And so it's important to switch up your shampoo and conditioner, because you're gonna switch shampoos, and in return the new products in the new shampoo are going to wash away the like product leftovers of the old shampoo and conditioner. Does that make sense? And then eventually, like, I'm gonna use, these are like pretty much brand new, I've only used them a couple times. Pretty much I'm gonna get buildup from these chemicals and properties within these shampoos like on my hair and scalp, and then I'll switch again, and that shampoo, the different chemicals of my new shampoo will wash this shampoo away. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Honestly, I'm not sure how true that is, but it's just something that I've been doing. And so, plus it's nice to like use a new shampoo and conditioner. It's nice to have like new scents, like use new scents and use new things. And I don't know, it's just something that I like to do. And then, of course, my last two tips are like two tips that I don't even follow, but I feel like it's important to say. Make sure you get your hair trimmed like I think it's like every 3 to 6 months is the recommendation, which I don't do. I trimmed my hair last weekend, and it was the first time I trimmed my hair in like almost 2 years, because I'm terrified of getting my hair cut. I'm always afraid they're going to cut too much off, but the guy that I went to was actually really great, and he did it perfectly. He did exactly what I asked. He didn't cut too much off. And so, but it is important to get your hair cut especially if you're trying to grow it out, because it's going to cut off your dead ends. It doesn't necessarily, like, cutting your hair itself isn't going to make your hair grow longer. It's not like, oh, like I snipped this hair, so that means it's going to grow longer. It's a combination of, you know, like them massaging your head when you're getting your hair shampooed, plus when you're getting your dead ends trimmed off, it's preventing them from breaking off. And so in turn, your hair is like, it seems like it's growing faster, because like your dead ends aren't breaking off, but it's not like, you know, you cut off the end and magically like your hair is like growing like insanely fast. Does that make sense? But it is important to get your dead ends trimmed if you're trying to grow your hair longer, and like I said, that's not something I follow. And then also try to dye your hair not super frequently, which again, that's not something I follow. I dye my hair all the time. I always feel like my hair is getting too brassy or like too like yellowy, and I dye it I always dye it like back and forth between different shades of blonde. I bleached it 2 years ago, and ever since that I've been trying to get it kind of back to my natural hair color, and I think like you can still see my roots. But right now I think I'm going to like let it grow out for a while and just try to not dye it, but it is kind of starting to get like, it's slowly starting to get back to like that brassy color, and it drives me crazy. I really should start using like a toner or something. But that is it for my tips. I really hope this video helped you out if you're trying to grow your hair longer, get your hair healthier, or whatever you are trying to do with your hair. I hope it helped. Like I said, I'm not an expert. These are just things that I do and tips that I incorporate into my everyday life, and I hope it helps you. So thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, comment, share this video with your friends and family. My Twitter and Instagram will be linked down below, and that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.